everyone, this is the Final Bosman, and on today's episode, we're getting progressive. Okay? I don't want to hear it from you, liberal America. Okay, I don't need to hear it, Fox News, MSNBC, Donald Trump, maybe? No thanks. Welcome to the show. I am Kyle Bosman, and I want to do a sort of a throwback episode of the Final Bosman this week. I want to talk about a broader video game concept. This week I want to talk about progression, video game progressions, because obviously this is something that's very important to me. And today I want to use 3 games to illustrate how and why I think progression is so important in video games. First, sorry, does anyone hear that? First game I want to talk about is Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Now, I got a lot of comments last week because I made an episode called Nintendo Got Its Groove Back Baby. Mojo Back Baby, it's all the same. A lot of comments saying, hey, oh nice, they got their mojo back on the week of their worst reviewed game. Didn't you see the reviews for Mario Tennis? Hey, yes, we've already gone over that game on this show. Here's a clip, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. This is a game with zero ambition, filler. Audience, I ask you, are you also gonna be surprised when Mario & Luigi Paper Jam gets poor reviews? Don't be, let me save you from that. It's going to get poor reviews. It's all filler. Trust Papa Bosman, I can smell filler. Did not, however, smell just how full of filler Mario Tennis Ultra Smash is until Huber was reviewing it. He had us come over and play multiplayer with him so he could test everything out. We played a few matches and I said, Huber, all right, show me the rest. I'm curious, what else is in this game? And he says, that's it. I did see everything that's in the game. In Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, there are several different courts you can have, you know, as always. You can even have a carpet court, that's a new thing. But there's only one stadium in this entire game, just that one. There's no cool, weird training modes with like a little mini games, nothing like that. There is no tournament in this game. This is a tennis game where you cannot enter a tournament. There is no progression. Sure, but if you want to play through this game, play through it, progress through this game, you can't. That is so wrong. There's like a survival mode that lasts forever. You can play that to grind up your amiibo, but it's not a progression. And that, I think, is why that game is reviewing so poorly. There is no core game to that game. Okay, so there it is again. I swear I think it's gone. Shh. I'm hearing something. Second game I want to talk about, Pokemon Red and Blue. So another comment I got a lot last week was off of a offhand remark I said in which I stated that Red and Blue are the best Pokemon games and I can defend that any day of the week. Well, it appears that day is today. And what better day than today, because today is the day that we're talking about progressions. Because Pokemon Red and Blue have the best progression of any Pokemon games. Compare just, sure, the sequels, direct sequels, Gold and Silver. You know what happens in Gold and Silver? Your mom calls you on the phone all the time. In Red and Blue, you're out on an adventure, you're out on your own, just doing your own thing, catching Pokemon, being your own hero. In Gold and Silver, your mom's calling you to say, hey, you're still a 10-year-old child. You still have to come here when the game is over. It's like, all right. Just something drawing you back. I know it's a tiny thing. Let me talk more broadly for a second. Final Fantasy IX, my favorite Final Fantasy. RPGs, Final Fantasies, and any RPGs really have a lot of progressions going on for them. You know, you're leveling up. So when you level up, your numbers not only get higher, but you are getting stronger. You learn cooler moves. You get cooler weapons that do more damage. You fight cooler enemies who are harder to beat. You meet cooler bosses. You get cooler summons. You get cooler ships and then airships. Everything progresses in that game. Lots of progressions. But Final Fantasy IX in particular, I like the most because of its character progressions. I hear some people say, probably just Huber. Might have just heard this from Huber. People say, I don't like Steiner. He's got a stick up his butt. Just like, yeah, Steiner is supposed to start the game with the stick of his butt, and then he evolves. Each of the characters in that game evolve. Each start in a place that is different from the place that they end the game. And that's important in storytelling, and it's important in video games. Your actions in the video game allow these characters to grow. That's perfect. That's progression. Imagine if, for some reason, Zidane had a mother who insisted on calling him on the phone throughout the entire game. Just, hello, Zidane? How are you, my baby? Good, Mom. We just got a new summon. I wanted you to know that I used some of that money you sent to me to buy you a super potion. I love you. I love you too, Mom. Bye. So just to have that happening in a Pokemon game, I know it's a small thing to have your mom call. Why did Kyle bring up tiny things like this? Because something like that actually inhibits progression in a video game. Also, Pokemon Red and Blue are the only ones that don't have a legendary Pokemon on the box. But I think that's important because every game after Red and Blue is just this. It's, hey, Professor Oak says, would you go fill out this Pokedex for me? Yeah, I'm gonna go become a Pokemon champion, and to do that, I'm also gonna have to stop Team Rocket on the way. Yes, the story, this progression, it's so clear. Every game after that, every single one. Yes, go fill up your Pokedex. Yes, go become world champion. Yep, stop some team that's something else. But also, save the world. Also, there's this godlike Pokemon with supernatural powers that will destroy this world, and only you can stop it, little child. And we need you. Come on, buddy. What do you know about Pokemon? Everything. I'm a 10-year-old who can save the world. Every single one! Stop that, Pokemon. I think that might be, in terms of our talks about progression, just like a spike. Just like, okay, I'm a 10-year-old, I'm doing this thing in this world, now I'm the world's hero. A little too much. You don't need that, Pokemon. Just effectively, Red and Blue are the story about you and your adventure, and it's just so effective for that reason. There it is. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Shh. Shh. It's gone again. I swear to God, we'll get it next time. Third game I want to talk about is Rise of the Tomb Raider. So here's what happened recently with Rise of the Tomb Raider. There was a commercial on TV that I saw, and I look at this trailer, this commercial I guess is more accurate. I look at this commercial and I think, man, I have no ambition to play this game, which is weird for me because I really like Tomb Raider. I like that reboot. I've talked about it on this show. In fact, I did have one criticism, and that appeared on this show. Here, let's play that. Clearly a lot of effort went into making her more human and vulnerable, but she still comes across as a real Mary Sue. Laura's flaw is like, I'm too adventurous. Stop being so adventurous, Laura. I can't. I must adventure. This is my flaw. Okay, so yeah, I feel like, oh sure, Lara Croft is not a complete character. Nothing affects her. And then we get this reveal trailer for Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I think we're making progress in these sessions. You say the flashbacks have stopped.
Lara Croft is in therapy. I realize, sure, whatever. That's not if this was a movie, that would not be significant. But that is so significant for a Tomb Raider game. Yes, please give me that. She is affected. Because of the events of the last game, this is now happening. And that's all I can ask for of a multi-game progression, is because this happened, now this is happening. And that excited me so much, and that was dropped. That did not appear in any advertising for this game after that point. And that kind of bums me out. It turns out it was intentionally dropped. I want to read you a quote. This was posted on the official Tomb Raider blog, which you can find at tombraider.tumblr.com. This is with the game's director, one moment, Brian Horton. We believe the first trailer showcased a very interesting dynamic of Lara Croft, uncomfortable with the idea of being questioned by someone, even challenged by someone, that maybe what she saw in Yamatai wasn't true. So there's a stress that she's feeling, and the tapping of her feet and the squeezing on the chair, some people have interpreted that as a weakness or as a disorder, and the way we've interpreted that was anticipation to get out of the situation and just go on her adventures. So essentially, that trailer was nonsense. Essentially saying here, the way that we've interpreted that trailer that we put out is different from the way it obviously should have been interpreted. That's gone. Apparently this Lara does appear in like official comic books and an official book, not so much in the game. That was dropped, and I think that was a mistake because we had a progression with Lara that is now gone, and it was replaced with nothing. Square Enix, I think you really dropped a ball in marketing here because when you look at Rise of the Tomb Raider, it does just look like more adventures. Y'all love adventures, right? Here's more adventures. Yeah, but also make it a sequel. Make this important. Make this feel like there's a reason for us to come back in, like there's something that's changed. All that's changed is you have snow now. Lara Croft with snow, does that get you excited? You all want more snow in these games? No. For an example of something good, so I can be positive, we don't even have to leave Square Enix. We can look at another sequel to an effective prequel reboot. I'm talking, of course, about Deus Ex Mankind Divided. And this debut trailer is so good. I actually really like it a lot. And something we see here is, look, we got old I didn't ask for this Adam Jensen. He's here, but he's not the same guy. And in his voiceover, he's saying things have changed. Because of what happened in this last game, this is now happening in this world. The world has changed. The progression, yes. And you know what else? There's cool video game things that are also new. That's also important. Sure, like yes, the story's changed, but also we get a cool metallic shield. Great. Progression, you've done it. That's a good trailer. Rise of the Tomb Raider, not a good trailer. I did learn this morning though, as a quick weird aside, Karen O recorded a theme song to Rise of the Tomb Raider. This completely flew under my radar until this morning. That is a sick, we can play a little bit of it. Okay, here's how much we can play of the song. But I love it. I love it. Do yourself a favor, Google that. Google that. I Will Rise, I think is the name of the song. Love Karen O, really do. Everyone, there it is. My instincts tell me to go see what is making that noise, but I'm not gonna do it. What if it's something scary that might change me forever? We don't want that. Not on this show. Nope, this show's gonna stay the same, buddy. We don't want change. Still the same old Kyle. Everyone, that's the episode for this week. If you're on Twitter, you can find me at Kyle Bosman. Thank you so much for all the kind words about the new studio. I will be back here next Wednesday. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.